So today we will see how to transfer your data and all your applications. So to transfer the data from Android to iOS. So I'll start the process and we will see how we go ahead. So before you start the process, you have to install an application on Android which is called Move to iOS. So I have just gone to Play Store. Inside the Play Store, you type Move to iOS and you get this installed. So you have to install it. This will take couple of minutes and we'll have to wait to let it get started. So now you see it has been installed. Now click on open. It will load. You click on agree. It's easy to switch from Android to iOS. Continue. Now there are terms and condition which you have to accept, agree. Now send app usage data. If you want to send it, it's okay. No, then you can select don't send, and then allow app application. You might agree on it, so continue. You can select, I usually select while using the app. Turn on notification, yes, so that you get the notification for this app transferring. Now connect via cable. Use a cable to connect to the device you are. So this has two options if you see. So if you have a cable which connects from your Android phone's charging port, which we call to your from Type C port to the Apple charging port. So if you have it, it's good. If you don't have, you can select connect with Wi-Fi. So I'll try to do this, connect with Wi-Fi. I'll select here. Now open your Apple phone. So when you start your new iPhone, you get few options. So when you start it, you get this option. Select your language. I select English. You select your region. I select Canada. Then the appearance, however you want. For now, I'll continue with the default one. Now it gives you some options. If you see, it says that you should have an iPhone or an iPad near to the device. So this is basically a setup for setting up an iOS device to iOS device, but we will see how we can do it from Android to iOS. But do not click on this option, set up without another device, because it will set up your phone manually, and then again you have to reset it and do this transaction again. So you should be connected to the same Wi-Fi network, both the phones, the Android one and your iOS one, both should be on the same network. So I'll be connecting now. So when you do this, you have to select this option, set up without another device. When you click on it, it will take you to data and privacy. Click on continue. Set up iPhone. To set up for myself, select setup for myself. Now it asks you some options like Face ID, if you want to use Face ID, or setup later. So maybe we can give right now setup later. I'll select setup later. Now create an iPhone passcode. So yeah, you can mention the passcode. I'll do that for me. So I've set the passcode. Now it gives you some options. So transfer your apps and data. Now you see the first option from iCloud backup, from another iPhone, from Mac or PC, from Android, right? So now since we are doing it from Android, we have to select from Android, the fourth option. Now transfer from Android. So you have to ensure either both are connected through a USB or they are on the same Wi-Fi network. So for now I have done it on the same Wi-Fi network. If you see on my Android phone, it has detected the device iPhone. So I'll select this over here Now it says connect via code. I'll click continue here. So it will generate a code. Now the code has been generated. I'll give this code over here. Now given the code, they both are connecting. Now once they do, you have to select items what you want to transfer. So you can select all those items. Let's say I'm selecting the items and you have to give the permission to move. So you select whatever you want to transfer, this, and then we will press continue. So I'm selecting here now. So I selected WhatsApp also. So you will see it will transfer your chat history and all, whatever you need you can select accordingly, and that will be getting transferred to your Android device. So select it like that, whatever you need. So you can transfer your WhatsApp chat history and everything. So I'm selecting this as well. So it will get your chats ready. Maybe it is transferring in an encrypted format, so we will see. So this is done. It took few seconds. I click on next. So you can select all those options. I don't want to transfer the photos and all. I have selected accordingly, but yeah, you can select all display settings, accessibility settings, all those files, and then click on continue. Now if you have some additional files, some additional folders which you are not seeing here, you can click on this add files. So it will show you anything specific which you want to transfer. That thing you can transfer and move it. So accordingly you can select whatever you want to, and that file for that particular folder will also be moved. So if I don't want to, so basically it says you can't move this folder for me. Let's see. So when I clicked on continue, it has started transferring the data from your Android device, you can see, to your iOS. So depending upon the data, it will take couple of minutes or hours, probably some minutes, not hours. Yeah, and your device should be set up with your existing data. Now after the transfer, you will see this transfer complete, and whatever options you have selected, you will see all those have been transferred. Over here in your iOS, you will see the same thing, and you can see what else been transferred. So now you press continue here. So it is setting up your Apple account. It will need an email ID, so I'll enter those details. In your Android phone, you can press done, and then you are all done. So you log in with your email ID or phone number, whatever you decide. So you do that, enter those details. So now if you don't have an Apple account, you have to create one. So you create an Apple account, and I'll be creating one because I don't have an Apple account. So I'll choose an option, create free Apple account. It will ask your details, name, date of birth, so fill in those credentials. I'll be doing here. So if you have an account, it will send a code to that particular iOS or MacBook if you have on that device, and you have to give that code. So I had an MacBook, and it gave me to allow that access to my iPhone. So I'll do that. I'll click on allow. So once you have given your Apple account ID, it will come to this terms and condition page, which you can scroll and then agree or disagree. So basically you will agree on this. So I'll agree here. Now it is setting my account. So it will set up your account. It will take some time. Update your iPhone automatically. You can select accordingly that you want to update your iPhone automatically. So you select continue. I'll select continue. Location services. Yeah, I'll enable my location services. Now this is Apple Pay. So that depends upon you want to set up now or later, because every application which you have to install, you'll have to install from Apple Pay, and you have to add your credit card added, so that you can check and decide. So for now I'll say set up later. Screen time, setup in settings, anything, no, continue. iPhone analytics, share with Apple, your choice. So I'll say don't share. Display light. Apple Intelligence, you can select. It gives you some option like writing and summarization, start of a new era. Siri, built for privacy. Time for experience a new personal intelligence system. So I'll continue with this. Camera control, click camera control to open camera app. Click again to take a photo. This also you do all these setups. Any action buttons you want to customize, you can do it. For now I'll do not now. Yes, Siri, you can set up Siri for any information. So I'll continue. Now you have to give your voice information that you can give. I'll give my voice information over here.
Clear night.
So you select any of the voice which better suits you, which you understand. So there are 5 options. You can listen to all these 5 options and select accordingly. I'll select it and I'll continue. Now it asks you this option. So you have to give it. Hi Siri, how's the weather? Hey Siri, send a message. Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, get directions home. Siri, play some music. Now the Siri is ready to use. Click continue. So you want to share audio recordings? I'll say no. Now you can have an emergency SOS set up. Select it. So you get this option. So your now iPhone is almost set up. It is installing the widgets and all, and then that will pop up. So once you set up, you see this option coming up, add your Android device apps from App Store. You can choose in whether you want to add it or don't add it. That's depending upon you, but now going forward you would be using App Store to install the applications. So it's individual choice, anything which you want, so you can install it, otherwise you can select to opt out. Selected add those apps from Android App Store. That should be coming to my phone now. So now my phone has been set up. I see all my applications here. Now there could be some app which probably is still being uploaded or being installed from the App Store, which you are seeing as waiting. So let them get installed. Once you have all your application, you can check in, log in on those application wherever required, check the WhatsApp, everything all good. Let those messages load. So everything should be good. Yep, thank you. Into the WhatsApp, and it has transcribed and adding my moving my chat history and everything. So continue. Would like to access. Do you want to share contacts?